A little 528 action on my tiger's eye. Oh, look, it does look like an eye. Look like a cyborg. Tuning your human biofield. Come and tell me how you feel. No, no, no. Tuning your human biofield. The mantis is here for real. Ooh, ooh. I got Mantis on Rosie over here giving me guidance. Me, me, me. Allow me to tune your human biofield. This is 528. You know what? Benefit of 528 hertz frequency. Let's see. Infected. Deep-rooted relationship with nature. Chlorophyll vibrates at 528 frequency. Enhances awareness. Ooh. In addition to supporting heart matters, your body's DNA, inner peace, reduces stress, clarity, well-being. You're welcome. Hello, collective. I've missed you, my sweet collective. How are we today? Feeling well? I hope that all is going great for you. We love you so much. We have missed you. We took a little break. I think being dead will solve my problems. I hate myself. I failed at everything. I'm 29. I will give you one advice. Don't ever get a credit card. Well, you're allowed to feel the way you want to feel in any moment. But just know that because we live in a dualistic universe, you can feel both. So although you may have overwhelming credit card debt, you also, I'm sure, have something else that brings you joy. So things that bring you stress and things that bring you joy, they're happening both at the same time, simultaneously. So if you can focus all your attention on those things you have stated, you can also choose to focus on something that brings you joy. So that is what duality is. Everything exists both at the same time, up and down, hot and cold, wet and dry, moon and sun. And it's up to you to learn how to find joy in any and all circumstances, because ultimately we are frequential beings. We are frequency and vibration. We are pure positive entities, pure positive energy, unconditional love, having a human experience. And I believe we can all connect with spirit. We're all psychic. We all have the ability to discern, and we all have the gift of discernment, and it's up to us to develop it, to put our intentions into it, to invest in that ability so that you can better navigate your decisions, so you can navigate through people's evil intentions, so you can navigate through hidden pitfalls and decisions that you come into contact with. We just finished our 16th episode of Spirit News, which is our podcast about non-physical energy on Spotify. You can find all the information through the link tree in the description bar. And it is about the art of spiritual discernment, which helps you develop your guiding system. When your guiding system is off, it's very hard for you to distinguish or to know what is for your highest good and what is not, and who's for your highest good and what's not. So we hope that that information is valuable to you. It's just channeled messages from our very own spirit team, and it is our own experiences, our own knowledge and wisdom that we have developed through our own experiences. So we hope it helps. That's going to be posted in a bit. I'm actually uploading it right now. So my name is Patience. I'm a psychic spirit medium, host of Spirit News on Spotify, and we are so honored to be here with you. We love you so much. We are here for you. You are supported in this time. You are never alone. We are all becoming activated in this time, and we are so happy to be able to connect with you, to connect with energy, to teach you energy, to teach you all about energy and how you are an energetic being having a human experience. And we love you so much. So we're here with another collective reading. We do this for our own psychic development. I'm a new psychic. I was born a psychic, but I repressed my psychic abilities up until 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm 41 now. And I did that 555 because I always found that when I talked about my supernatural abilities, people would get scared, or they would say they would downplay it and say I was just dreaming, or it's just my imagination, or treat me differently. So I decided that it wasn't safe to really portray that part of myself up until 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm it was activated spontaneously, which a lot of you might be finding that your own abilities going to be activated in this time because of the energies we're going into, which we talk about that on Spirit News in the episode called The Time Jump. If you want to know more about that, you can look that up. But everybody's becoming activated. So because of the traumatic experiences we had, our own abilities became activated. So we decided to empower ourselves and stop denying the truth about ourselves and to be authentic in that way. Even though we didn't tell anybody, this part about ourselves. Even though we were always spiritual, we were always into crystals and love and light and forgiveness and being positive and all that. That was just like a natural way of being for me. So everybody can identify me as that, but I never equated it to my psychic abilities. So I took a course that ended up being 80% off when I asked Spirit for help with my abilities. They showed me a course by James Van Prague, who is my favorite spirit medium. I resonate with him on a great level. He's so fantastic. And I took his mediumship courses at his spirit school of the spiritual arts. And that's how I started my journey. And then I've been led to certain teachers throughout this 4 to 5 year course by my spirit team that I followed. And we're using this platform to understand energy and how it comes in many ways and how to read it, because subtle energy is very different. Spirit's a coach. So yes, Spirit's my coach. So how about you be authentic and stop lying to yourself and others? Oh, Maximilian, I'm so sorry that you're not feeling good today. Well, if you're here for something. So we're happy to have you. I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's okay. You can feel however you want to feel. Doesn't matter to us. Either way, we're just going to continue. We do this because we want to be of service. We want to use our powers for good. We want to help everyone identify their own authenticity and their own supernatural abilities or discernment. So we're here showing you not how to do it like us, but showing you that it can be done and it's being done. And we hope that it activates a spark in you to help develop your own abilities. Okay, so we're going to do another reading. We've been getting some interesting readings lately, and I can't prove any of it. This is for entertainment purposes only. I have to say that for legal purposes. And I don't have any physical evidence, but I believe we might be getting some passed over celebrities. So those are always exciting when they come through. And I don't know why they choose me, maybe because of my level of unconditional love. I don't know. At least I like to think so. But we're going to tap in today. We're learning that energy is fluid when it comes to the language of spirit. It's not about a conversation like we're having. It's more about symbology. It's more about like metaphors. It's not always so literal, and it's about images. It's about emotions, the way it makes you feel, the feelings that get elicited in your body. And for me, myself, I'm learning that I'm very visual, so I get a lot of visions, and I'm very, I guess, clairaudient. I can hear like conversations in my head. Not like I hear voices. It's not like I hear voices, but it comes more like as a thought block, where it's like a fully formed block of information, and it like gets placed in my head or something, and I just know it. So it's not like I'm hearing it or hearing voices, but I'm just knowing what the information is that's being given to me by my spirit team. I'm here with the Guild of the Golden Triangle. That is my very own spirit team. And well, Chris Benoit, I don't know. I don't know if Chris Benoit will come through. I don't control who comes through. We just kind of use it as a way to kind of like an investigation. We follow the clues that Spirit gives us, and we end up finding out that it is a certain celebrity, or it could be a certain celebrity. True, Spirit says. So I don't know if Chris Benoit will come through, but we'll see. I do it this way so that way I can actually do it for psychic development, because I am ultimately developing my psychic ability. So we follow the clues, the breadcrumbs. Okay, so energy is fluid, it can be past, present, or future. It can be an alternate timeline. Don't attach yourself to the information too much. When we go on this journey together, just be observers of the information. Store it away in your mind file cabinet for later. If it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. It could be about so many other people, so we have to remember that. And I love you so much. Thank you for being here. We really appreciate all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, your emails, your donations. We are so grateful to you, and we're happy to be here together with you. Okay, so let's do it. I was really thinking about my stare cards. There's this game called Stare Junior, and they come with these really unique cards that have almost like very old drawings on them, but the game itself is not old, so we find that very humorous. So let's see if we can get a picture card and get some clues out of that, okay? Because Spirit talks to us in many different ways. Spirit loves to use pictures, and like I said, I'm very visual, so 1950s. Oh, see, I told you they use very old pictures, like from the 1950s. Spirit just said 1950s. Excuse me, I have the spirit burps. Okay, so let's see. What do we got? This just fell out. So let's see. I got some people peeking over a wall. I got 3 people in some kind of, is this some kind of love triangle? Is this some kind of, there's a heart between these 3 people. They're all playing with the paint. And it's on a red heart on a yellow wall. So some kind of, this is some kind of relationship, or I want to say a secret relationship, because look, this mouse has his hand behind his back, and these people are looking over the wall as if these people are hiding. This mouse is also on a pedestal, so someone who may be of authority, or someone who may be of a higher status, someone who's they also have the paintbrush in their hand, someone who's a creator, a creative person, someone who's created something, someone who's painted a picture, someone who's in control of the narrative, and a blue rabbit. A blue rabbit could be communication, maybe like the news or social media, or the blue rabbit could be a symbol for communication. It might not be like an actual person because it's an animal, but then this mouse is an animal. Mice can be... Spirit said couch twice. This person with the green, look at this person with, he has like green makeup on or something. And a hat. Is kind of businessy with that hat on and that white collar. And he's pointing at this heart. I think this could be some kind of secret love affair that is hidden from somebody who's maybe in the public eye, somebody who's well known, somebody who's of high status, somebody who's in the forefront. They're painting, they're in control of the narrative. There's something that is, look at these people up here. There's like some kind of secret. They're looking down on these people. Looking down, but they're looking over a wall. And this is an owl. Who? Who? Twihee, twahoo. Okay, so Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong. And we'll draw other cards to confirm, but so far I believe what we're 1990s. Okay. This could perhaps have been something in the 90s, but what I'm getting is some kind of secret about what somebody loves to do, or some kind of secret. They hide their hand. This person is in the public eye. This person controls the narrative, but they have a secret about something that they love, something that's written on the wall, something that other people know about but can't talk about. Some kind of hidden love they have. I don't know if the love is for a person or for something they like to do behind the scenes, but this mouse has their hand behind their back, so they're hiding something, but they're on a pedestal, so they're somebody of authority, someone of high status, and they're taking the paint from this communication bunny, which could be the news, it could be something that's communicated, social media, something like that. And this guy is like having to do with business, like maybe something they're in the business of, or the business side of the whatever they're into. Black. There's people who know about this that are looking down. They look down on this person, but they're also behind the wall telling secrets. So they can't talk about it. It's not talked about. And then there's someone way over here by themselves that is a cat. Looks like a cat. Cats like to catch mice. This is a mouse. Interesting. Okay, so someone in the public eye. Here, let me write this down. Someone in the public eye. Okay, someone that everyone knows about. Okay, like it could be a celebrity. I don't know. I mean, if everyone knows who they are, someone who's in the news, someone who's well known on social media. Someone who's a public figure, okay? A public figure. Someone who has a secret. They have a secret love. I don't know if they're having a secret love affair or there's something that they love that's like forbidden. Okay, something forbidden. Something they don't want other people to know about. Okay? But Spirit said black, so I'd assume maybe like blackmail, because this business person's pointing at the heart, kind of like maybe blackmailing them for something that they love to do that's forbidden. And then we have gossiping, because there's people and rumors, because there's people on the up top looking down on them, like secretly. Do you think we think how ants fancy us, or could we be much more lesser beings wanting more attention than deserved? Oh, thank you for such a deep question. From my understanding, spirit or interdimensional beings of more advanced consciousness than us don't look at us like ants. They look at us like children. We're in a very like young stage of our development where we're like toddlers compared to other beings of the universe. And so we're not looked at as ants. We are all looked at as children, and children are always deserving of attention. But as toddlers, yes, we we do have our focus on the wrong thing sometimes, but that's part of the journey, is just kind of going through that stage to discover what is truly important. And what from what I'm learning, I can only say for myself, it's about being of service to other people. And when you are requiring attention outside of yourself or a validation outside of yourself, you're just in a phase of development where you're very mature. And so you feel that you need validation outside of yourself. But when you get to a certain level of consciousness, you understand that you are loved no matter what, because you're pure positive energy, you're pure positive love having a human experience. So you don't need to be loved outside of yourself, because you are love. And then once you understand that, you love yourself and you know that you deserve all that you deserve. So it's not that we're ants, it's that we're children. I hope that answers your question. Okay, let's do the next one. So this is interesting, you guys. We have a good one. So tell me about this secret forbidden love that I have. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. I know that, you know what, let me look it up. Let me just make sure that what I'm about to say is valid. Checkerboards being a symbol of Masonic symbolism. Checkerboards or mosaic pavements are a symbolic pattern of alternating black and white squares that are traditionally used as the floor of Masonic lodges. Yes to all. The pattern is used to represent dualistic cosmology, or the presence of good and evil in human existence. The earliest printed reference to the checkerboard pattern may be in an advertisement from around 1726. Antediluvian masonry. Oh, geez. So this person, maybe that's what this businessman is. So there's, oh, look at this. Come through, spirit. Oh, so these are all things with tuxedos. Tuxedo print. And then look at the tuxedo right here. And this person has a little suit on. This person is in a mason, basically. This person who is a public figure is a mason. There's all kinds of animals here that have tuxedo print. Tuxedo cat, tuxedo penguin, an actual tuxedo, a checkered floor, which is the symbol, a Masonic symbol of antediluvian masonry for good and evil in human existence. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. And then this person has a suit on of sorts with a collar. So, since Adam, man, has told God to step aside, we have this, so he is letting us learn we can't rule ourselves. Suffering is man's invention. That's right. We don't have to suffer. Suffering is a choice. That's why we made the episode of The art of discernment, which will be posted, because ultimately, if you just think about it as energy, what you focus on, you get, because this is a vibrational universe and thoughts are vibration. So, like in the Bible, it even says it in the Bible in a very like cryptic way of saying it, but it's about choosing joy in any and all situations, to choose love, kindness, to choose faithfulness, to choose self-control, discipline. It's about choosing those things and then actually focusing on them. So this person is part of a Masonic temple. Okay, they're part of masonry. Oops, I just dropped that. That just flew out of my hand. Okay. This could be why they were put on a pedestal, or they were doing something in secret. That's why their hand is behind their back. There's something that they're hiding, something that they're painting the narrative with. They're painting the narrative. They're controlling the narrative by controlling the paintbrush of what gets printed, what gets seen by the public. The public is looking over them, so we're looking at them through a specific lens that, because this person is well loved by the public. This person is someone that the public loves. What else? Spirit, give me another card. Please give me another card to tell us what you want us to know. So this person's in some kind of masonry. I have this person may have a gambling addiction or a gambling problem. I see an 8-ball. I see cards. I see die. This person could possibly do sports gambling, poker, you name it. This person's definitely in some kind of Masonic lodge or some kind of antediluvian masonry. The next card is, look, entertainment. This is an entertainer, someone who entertains. There's people watching them. They're on a stage. Okay. So this person, like I said, they're in the public eye. They're an entertainer. There's 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's an adult cat that's like singing, 2 medium cats playing the piano, playing a tune, and then 3 children. And they're being watched. So this person could have possibly been on television or had a show of some sorts or had some kind of tubular, Spirit said, on the boob tube. I actually had that card earlier today and I put it away right on top. Boob tube. Come through, Spirit. This person is in the Masons and they are also on television. They could possibly be in a show about a family or having a family with 3 kids, perhaps, or something. With possibly like a single parent. A show with a, let me write that down. These are clues. A show with a single parent and 3 children. 3 children. And possibly 2 others that, I don't know if these are children or friends because their backs are turned and they're playing the piano. And they're not small like children, but they're not big like the dad. But this dad has a newspaper or something. Someone who reads the newspaper. A dad who reads the newspaper. Confirmation. And this is someone that's watched by people. They're scrutinized. They're They're on some kind of television show.
Above.
Above. Oh, look, above. And I have above here. These people watching above. These people watching above here. Yes, this person's watched by people on this person's on television. Okay? What sitcoms had a family with a single parent, dad, and 3 children? I don't know. I don't know, but we'll find out. Tell me more about this gossip and rumors. Tell me more about this gossip and rumors. Because there's these people looking over the wall. It looks like they're telling a secret.
Harsh.
Oh, harsh.
Sure.
Spirit just said harsh. Super rabbit. So there's that yellow again. We have yellow here, and this person has a red cape on. Instead of a heart, it says burglar. And he's pointing down at Super Rabbit. He's pointing down like accusing, accusations. Pointing the finger. And look, this Super Rabbit's knocking one of the burglars out of the balloon tent. Who's Super Rabbit?
Dark side.
Dark side. Oh.
T.
Spirit just said dark side, and the checkerboard is representative of the dualist. Wasn't I just talking about duality? The dualistic cosmology of good and evil. This celebrity, this sitcom star. Oh, look at this hat on this businessman, and then this hat that's being knocked off of this burglar or this criminal. It's the same hat. And look, there's love right there, or something that something they were silenced to, that they weren't supposed to talk about. They were blowing smoke out of their ass. Because look, I got smoke coming out of their ass. This person was part of a Masonic temple. They had secrets. Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm getting this wrong, but they may have wanted to, once they got to a certain level of...
Fists.
Oh my gosh, fists. Once they got to a certain level of notoriety or of celebrity, they became what they considered, they thought they were untouchable. They thought they were Super Rabbit. They thought that they were somebody that could do whatever they wanted. They had entitlement. They could have possibly became hard to control. They were blowing smoke out of their ass. They were tooting their own horn. They had some kind of super superiority complex. This celebrity was part of a Masonic temple that could control the narrative. Nope, Spirit said nope. Oh, Spirit says nope, but I said to control the narrative. I guess this person couldn't control the narrative because this person started to become uncontrollable. They may have become reckless. They may have started to become The word overzealous is popping up in my head, but I'm not positive what it means. Let me just look it up. Overzealous.
Here's the definition of overzealous: showing too much energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or objective.
Yes. Overzealous. Yeah, that's something that they were doing. They're starting.
Definitely.
Definitely. Thank you, Spirit. This celebrity, it got to their head.
Disagree.
Oh, are you saying that? Okay, Spirit. If it didn't get to their head, are you saying that they wanted to get out of the situation? This person may have had some kind of narrative painted about them because they got to a point of celebrity where they felt like they had enough power and notoriety to get out of whatever the situation is, some kind of Masonic lodge they were a part of, some kind of power structure, or they were in some kind of group, okay? They're on some kind of television show where they're a single father of 3 children with 2 possible other family members. I don't know what sitcom that is or what it would be. If you have any ideas, put it in the comments. This picture is telling me that they, with their entitlement or their delusions of power, that they wanted to overpower, or this person has a mouth, something over their mouth. And this person has this hat on that's being knocked off. And this person has that hat on. And they're pointing to the heart. I'm not sure yet. I can't say, but either this person, this writing, the writing's on the wall. The writing, Sir said writing, and the writing's on the wall. Spirit, I don't know which one you're saying. Are you saying that they wanted to speak up about what was happening to defeat or take down someone who was controlling their narrative? Or they thought they were more powerful than the people in charge of them, their handlers or something, that are really crooks and criminals? I'm not sure. Please clarify.
Haunted land.
Please clarify the super rabbit. Please clarify the super rabbit. Pet show today, it says. And there's a rabbit here being held by a little girl with red hair that has no leash. And this rabbit is a super rabbit. This celebrity may have had some kind of sex addiction or something, because this girl has a red dress on, red hair, red shirt, red socks, and then this rabbit has red boots, red gloves, red cape, and the red hat and the red jacket. There's some kind of sex addiction here. This could be something they were hiding. the thing that they were hiding behind their back from the public. They were being painted as a very loving, kind person, but they had a darkness in them that they were hiding. Visual. That was starting to become very prominent because this person was getting like sloppy or something, or they were getting messy, or they were being very immature, or they were being very careless like a child. They were being very willy-nilly, very open. They were just doing things very openly. They weren't they were going against the advice of whoever these business people are that wear the tuxedos, that are part of this order. This is something that they were taught. They were taught something they were taught, because I have another this is at a school, and then this is in a school classroom. So something they were taught. School is fun. Something they were confirmation. Something they were taught in this order they were in. This Masonic order full of animals. There's lots of reference to animals here. These animals are just animals that wear tuxedos.
Energy is rising.
They may think that they're very educated in something. There's something that they teach. Something, I have 2 clocks here. Something that involves time and mathematics. Something that involves some kind of a ritual, time and mathematics, something that's a ritual, something that's they do at a certain time or something. This person may have become unhinged, or maybe unhinged isn't the right word. They just started to become like, I can do whatever I want kind of feeling. Like, I have this knowledge of the universe, and they use it over people. They feel like they have power over people because of this knowledge they learned. It makes them feel childlike. It makes them reckless, like a child. Reckless is a good word. Employment. I told you this started to affect their employment, because people, that's what this people over the wall, people there who are, there's people, that's what this people over the wall. There's people who have seen them and their sex addiction at their place of employment that may have been on this show that they have. People have seen them, and whatever their secret addiction is, have seen them in this addiction. Something they learn to do, something they think is fun, something that's their secret love, something that nobody knows about. This is a secret. Okay. What else? Let's do philosophy. Let's do our philosophy book. Spirit, please give me another clue. Who is this celebrity? If you guys have a guess, it's a single, the show that they're in, that's on, Spirit said tubular, and I saw boob tube, so it's a television show. And Spirit said 1990, so it could be in the 90s, but it's a single dad with 3 kids and 2 other friends or family members. That's what the show's about. I don't know what show that is, but if you know, put it in the comment section. Spirit, tell me more. A treatise concerning the principles of human knowledge. And human knowledge, and we have this classroom here, and we have this school here. I'm telling you, being in this Masonic temple, Spirit said sick. Being in this Masonic temple may have made this person sick mentally. Something they were learning what to do, or to do something that involved math and time. Okay. Therefore, I think we may suppose that it is in this that the species of brutes are discriminated from men. And it is that proper difference in which they are wholly separated, and which at last widens to so wide a distance. For if they have any ideas at all, and are not bare machines as some would have them, we cannot deny them to have some reason. It seems as instances reason as they have sense, but it is only in particular ideas, just as they receive them from their senses. They are the best of them tied up. Oh, look, tied up. This girl's tied up within those narrow bounds, and have not, as I think, the faculty to enlarge them by any kind of abstraction. Human understanding. I readily agree with this learned author that the faculties of brutes can by no means attain to abstraction. But then, if this is made the distinguishing property of that sort of animals, and these are all animals. These are Spirit, are you saying these animals are brutes? But then, if this is made by distinguishing the property of that sort of animals, I fear a great many of those that pass for men must be reckoned into their number. That pass for men. Are you saying the celebrity is truly a brutal animal who disguises themselves as a man? The reason that is here assigned why we have no grounds to think brutes have abstract general ideas is that we observe them in no use of the words or any other general signs, which is built on this supposition, namely that the making use of words implies the having general ideas. From this it allows that men who use language are able to abstract or generalize their ideas, that this is the sense of argument of the author will further appear by his answering the question he puts in another place. Since all things that exist are only particulars, how do we come by general terms?
Wildly.
Words become general by being made the signs of general ideas. Words. When it is said the change of motion is proportional to the impressed force, or that whatever has extension is divisible, are you saying that... Okay, I think what Spirit's saying is, Spirit, tell me if I'm wrong, this person and these people in this lodge may have come across some kind of knowledge or some kind of book or book of words that impressed them and gave them some kind of idea of force to put another in their place. It may have gave them some kind of false power dynamic or feeling of power or some kind of superiority or guess. Not of an abstract general idea. They guessed? Okay. As for this, okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Are you saying that whatever they were doing in this Masonic lodge was based on some kind of knowledge that they attained and learned? They all learned it, but they didn't actually know the consequences of the outcome. They just guessed the they just guessed, basically. They didn't understand the general extension of what they're putting out. These people are black and white. These people thought in a very black and white manner. It's either good or bad. They may have taken some kind of action with this knowledge they had that made them feel like they were an extension of God or of some impressed force, that they extended themselves upon people.
The human experience.
They thought these abstract general ideas were from above, passages from above, and there's something that happened that they couldn't conceive, something that they thought they represented, or something that gave them a particular idea. Idea of what? What was this idea? Duskily. Natural religion. Dialogues concerning natural religion. And they're in a Masonic lodge. There's something they came across, some kind of knowledge. Okay? Some kind of knowledge that was passed down, or something they learned, or something, some kind of book, or something that gave them some kind of false idea of power, but they were ignorant. They should have had more skepticism, because these were brutish, vulgar people who were prejudiced to begin with. Oh, this is that thing again. So there's this thing that happens when you have great spiritual content, or spiritual ideas, or spiritual tools. If you attain this knowledge, this spiritual knowledge, these heightened spiritual tools, whatever this is some kind of book or something they were all doing, that they, in a classroom setting, what do you do in a classroom? You read books, you go on the computer, something like that. They were children when it came to this. There are children. Okay, this celebrity who's in a Masonic temple that was with a bunch of animals that wear tuxedos. Okay, these weren't actual spiritual people. These are just animals pretending to be men dressed up in tuxedos. That's what this is. Okay, a bunch of animals that were not in a healed state. They were brutal. They were prejudiced. They were vulgar. They were ignorant. They were brutish. They were skeptics. They were not coming from kindness, love, understanding. They were not in a place, in a healed place, to really truly absorb this spiritual information. So they took this.
I am a friend.
Thank you. They took this knowledge that was some kind of religion, and they made it their greatest profession. They made it everything they are. They made it a tradition. They made it, they firmly believe in witches. They firmly believe in witches, though they will not believe nor attend the most simple proposition of Euclid. So they were practicing high spiritual concepts without the actual light needed to manifest heaven. They were manifesting darkness. they couldn't comprehend because they were skeptics to begin with. They were brutish. So what happened to this celebrity, let me see. This celebrity is telling me that what happened? Something changed in them. Something changed in them. They started to become, when you're unhealed and you're practicing spiritual practices and you're not, and it's coming from a self-serving place. Like in the beginning of this, we were talking about being of service to the all, and service to the one, and service to the all. This person or these people were just men in tuxedos that were actually unhealed, that were brutes, that were vulgar, that were immature, that were like children playing around with high spiritual concepts. And they were doing it to control the narrative of the public, of how they've envisioned them. But this person started to become overactivated in their root chakra, and that made them over sexual. It gave them a sex addiction, which made them do things that they weren't supposed to do in secret, that they may have been doing on the set of whatever show they were on. A show where they're a single father who reads the newspaper. I don't know. How do I look that up? How do I look this up?
Notionally.
Sitcoms from the 90s about a single father with 3 children. Full House, you guys.
Incorrect.
Spirit said Full House. Or Spirit said incorrect. I have Full House. I have
9 o'clock.
Home Improvement. Danny Tanner from Full House was a widowed dad who managed to raise 3 daughters with the help from his friends. As we watched them navigate the ups and downs of parenting, it became clear that being emotionally supportive was an important tool in their toolboxes. 90s sitcom dads. What was his real name? Not Danny Tanner. Bob Saget?
Nothing.
Tell me about Bob Saget. What caused Bob Saget's death? Blunt head trauma. Accidental fall in his hotel room. Does that look accidental? Oh shit, you guys. What the hell? What happened?
Predator.
Predator?
Betty.
Let me clarify. This celebrity, who is a sitcom dad in the 90s, was messing around with high spiritual practices that overwhelmed his root chakra, overactivated his root chakra. How do I put that? What can happen with an overactive root chakra? Fear, nervousness, jitters, overconfidence, materialism, anger, aggression, addictions, worldly pleasures, violence. I'm telling you, this person, because they were playing around with spiritual practices in an unhealed field, they were vulgar, they were
Read the note.
they were brutes, they were animals. All of these people in this group, they're very immature. They were reckless. They started to become overly confident in what they were doing. They had to go because look at what they were doing. They could have possibly been a predator, but they kept having to, they have a secret that they're hiding. They kept having to, must be their publicist or something. They kept having to fix their public look and what the public perceived about them because they kept on doing things that they weren't supposed to do that they kept having to cover up. Wow. Oh, yes. Okay. This could be Bob Saget, you guys. This could.
Incorrect.
Oh, Spirit said incorrect. Well, maybe it's not Bob Saget, but someone. Bates Motel and gossip. Either that or this person wanted to get out of the Masonic temple because of where they were going to school. Look, I have another school reference. Going to school, risky. Their wheel of fortune was upside down. Okay, I see what you're saying. This person may have gained certain qualities that were risky. Doing this high spiritual practices in an unhealed field. They may have. It may have started gossip, petty, backbiting, rumor mongering, journalism. See, I told you this is a journalist right here. Okay, if this person wasn't stopped because of their insatiable addictions, they were stopped because they wanted to get out of whatever this was. They started going and getting secondary education. They started to realize that they're part of some kind of psycho Bates Motel, some kind of situation that kept affecting their wheel of fortune. They wanted to get out. They could have possibly wanted to The Little Mermaid. This says, which made more money? Oh my gosh. This person may have been unalived because they wanted to get out of the game and they would make more money for this group being unalived. They'd get more money for this person dead than alive. Okay, this person wanted to... Thank you, Spirit. This person wanted to get out of the game. They had done things they weren't proud of. There was some kind of smear campaign against this person because they started to paint this person as some kind of predator. This person may have done things they weren't proud of, but they were trying to fix that. They're trying to stop their risky behavior. They didn't like living this way. They were trying to change their wheel of fortune. But this group of people is very demanding. And they were trying to glazed donut. They're trying to glaze over what the truth was. This person may have wanted to speak the truth or come out about the truth. Because this person has a thing over their mouth, but they were silenced. This person was silenced. The Big Bang Theory. That's the school that they started learning through this they learned one way of spirituality through this Masonic temple in the 90s, but as time progressed, they started to learn other things and they started to realize that what they were doing was risky behavior and they were trying to change their ways. They were starting to understand their emotions, become more emotional, affectionate, but they wanted to get out of the game. They were trying to leave this group. They could have possibly been addicted to some kind of stimulant because they have ginseng here, which is a stimulant. They may have been addicted to some kind of stimulant
In your closet.
that they were trying to get away from. The Grateful Dead. Piranhas. This group of people that they were part of at first are brutes. They're vulgar. They're just men in tuxedos pretending to play God. They think because they have some book full of knowledge that they have ultimate power over the universe, and they do not. They think they have the power to change people's fates. They're demanding. They make people do risky things. They think that they they think they know everything, okay? Because they have some book they found or something. This person, now that they're passed on, are grateful to all of the people that showed them love in the past. They want everyone to know that they didn't mean to take this direction. This is just something that was part of their journey. They were trying to get out of it, but they had addictions. They did. They had an overactive root chakra because of this group. This group started gossip about them on purpose to publicize for the world to see. Commuting, the daily grind, and we're not talking coffee. Yeah, this person started to feel like what they were doing wasn't fun anymore. Body odor is starting to become something that stinks. They were trying to get out of it. And that's why they were silenced. They were silenced and then pushed out of a window, basically, to silence them. Smithsonian Institute, the largest museum complex in the world. Wouldn't that be a great garage sale? They're possibly trying to sell hidden information that would have been as great as the Smithsonian Institute, like something of that value, something of that size. Someone found out about it, because look at this. Someone found out about it and may have outed them about what they were planning on doing. Tell me more about this secret. They may have been women. Oh, some women. Some woman that they were talking with may have told them about what they're gonna do. They're possibly gonna sell some kind of information to the newspaper about the truth to help get them out. They thought they were invincible because they had this information, but they found out that was their plan, and they decided to take a risky plunge. They took a risk, and they took this person away from us. They took this person away from us. They spread rumors and gossip about them to paint them in some kind of unhealthy light, to make us hate them, to make us feel like they were a predator or something, to make us feel like they were psycho. They basically did a smear campaign, and this turned the Wheel of Fortune upside down, their direction. It turned their direction upside down and catapulted them into more addictions, some kind of stimulant and sex addictions they had. They painted them out to be someone who's a piranha, someone who's a predator. But it was really because they were someone outed their plan that they were going to give information to some kind of newspaper or online newspaper about a Masonic lodge that's associated with television. That does. There's just a bunch of men dressed up in tuxedos that think they have some kind of all-knowing spiritual information, that really these are brutes, these are tyrants using spiritual practices in unhealed energy, hurting people. That's what all it is. They don't have any power. They're just a bunch of dummies. Well, I'm sorry that that happened to you. I'm very sorry. That's horrible. I'm sorry that they did that to you. I'm so happy and grateful that you're here with us, giving us your higher perspective of your human experience. I appreciate you. And, you know, this is a lesson in energy. This person thought that at the time when they joined this Masonic lodge that they were going to have power, that they were going to have everything they wanted, but they soon learned it came with a price. And when the price was addictions, the price was overactive root chakras, the price was never being able to have relationships, always fighting and conflict. So they got what they wanted. You know, they got fame, they got money, they got the television show, but they also got things they didn't want because they didn't achieve them the right way. This group of people basically tricked them, and when they tried to get out, when they thought they had enough information, someone told on them. When they were must have been pillow talking or something with someone that decided to sell their secrets, and it was the cause of their demise. So if this person had knew about energy and that they could have attained this without doing all of this, they wouldn't have had to escape the situation or feel like they had to escape it. But like Spirit said, that's the human experience. That is just an experience that this person had. And I hope that it helps you see from a higher perspective things that we cannot see, that are done in the dark, that are done behind our backs. But this person wants to say they're sorry. They're grateful for their experience here. And they hope that, it says Brad Pitt, they wanted to be they wanted to be an American actor and a heartthrob. Like that was their goal. But they ended up being a beloved single dad on a sitcom. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Spirit, for giving us the messages. And we will see you on the next one. Bye.